I'm going to buy, I'm buying, I will buy. Is there any difference between these three? Let's talk about it today. By the way, if you're new to the channel and it's your first time watching my video, please do hit like and subscribe. Continue supporting this channel by also hitting the notification bell and sharing this with other learners. I would really appreciate that. And now back to the lesson. Quick answer to my question. Yes, there's a difference between I will buy, I'm going to buy, and I'm buying. Yes, even the phrase I'm buying, which we all know is used only in present. The main difference is the intention and I think the time or the schedule. Let's say I'd say, oh, I'm working tomorrow at 8 a.m. I'm working tomorrow at 8 a.m. Now, I had that intention to work tomorrow at 8 a.m. even before the time I'm speaking. This is common for fixed schedule or fixed plans. For example, I want to invite my friend tomorrow to come to my house to eat lunch. So I might ask her, what are you doing tomorrow at, let's say, 1 p.m.? Then my friend might answer, oh, I'm working tomorrow at 1 p.m. I am working tomorrow at 1 p.m. Actually, even my question, what are you doing tomorrow, is already in present continuous tense, right? What are, that be verb, and then the verb with ing. What are you doing tomorrow at 1 p.m.? I'm asking about her plan tomorrow at 1 p.m. Now, that plan is prior to the time that we're speaking or we're talking with each other. That means she already had that intention, she already had that plan even before we speak. The main difference between the will plus the base form of the verb or the simple future and the present continuous is that when we use the will plus the base form of the verb or the simple future, that means the moment as we speak, that is the only time when we've decided to do something. Whereas when we use the present continuous, that means we already have that plan to do something before we speak. Let's say Maria, my friend, is not supposed to work tomorrow at 1 p.m., but her boss asked her to do so. So her boss, let's have the conversation. Her boss might ask her, Maria, could you report to work tomorrow, please? We have a lot of things to do and we need you at work. So Maria might answer, all right, fine. I'll work tomorrow. I will work tomorrow. Before Maria speaks, she didn't have any plans to work tomorrow because she's not supposed to. But since her boss asked her, now she changed her plan and says, all right, I will. All right, I'll work tomorrow. Let's have the second scenario for us to have a clearer discussion. If there's no pandemic, then there would be parties around this time, right? So let's say there's a party next Sunday and I'm talking with my friends. We're talking about the party next week. So one of my friends might ask, are you going to the party next week? Are you going? That question itself is again in the present continuous already. So my friend is asking if I have any plans to go to the party next week. So I might answer, yeah, I'm going to the party next week. I am going to the party. I'm going to the party. I have that intention to go to the party even before she asked me. Let's say I don't have any plans to go to the party, so I might answer, I'm not going. Sorry, I don't have any plans, or sorry, I have another plan, so I'm not going. My friend might convince me and say, oh, you know what? I won't go to the party if you aren't there. I won't go to the party if you aren't there. I might change my mind because of that, right? So I might say, all right, I'll go to the party. All right, I'll go with you. All right, I'll go to the party. Or all right, I'll attend the party. I will plus the base form of the verb. I've just decided, I've just thought of that plan the moment as I speak. We're still talking about intentions, but I haven't mentioned be going to, right? Let's have the third scenario for us to have this phrase or example. It's the holiday season in the Philippines, and it's very common for Filipinos to buy new clothes, right? So let's say I'm gonna say I am buying some clothes on Wednesday. I'm buying some clothes on Wednesday. Would you like me to buy you some? If I say I'm going to buy some clothes, yeah, I have this intention, I have this plan to buy new clothes, but I don't know yet when will I do that. I'm going to buy new clothes, but I don't know when, maybe sometime next week. So the main difference between I am buying and I am going to buy is that when I say I'm buying, that means I already have that schedule. I know already when will I buy. Whereas when I say I'm going to buy, I already have this intention to buy, I have this plan, but I don't know when. One example for will buy is that, let's say my friend says, you know what, your clothes are kind of old now and they're kind of worn out, so don't you have any plans to buy new clothes? I might say, okay, I'll buy new clothes tomorrow or on Wednesday. I will. I've just decided to buy new clothes at that time when I'm speaking with my friend. Before that, I didn't have any plans to buy new clothes. We're done with the intentions, now let's have promises. If you want to state promise, then you have to use will. Isn't it that we say, promise, I won't tell. I will not tell. It's just the negative sentence for I will tell, so it's the same as a simple future tense. I will not tell, I won't tell, I promise. Another example is that a mom might promise her daughter to cook her favorite dish for dinner, so that mom might say, I will cook your favorite dish for dinner. I'll cook your favorite dish for dinner. Since we're nearly the end of 2020, what will you promise yourself for the coming year? Leave that in the comments. Another usage of will is to make an offer. Let's say you see your co-worker or your office mate carrying heavy boxes, so you might offer help, right? You might say, I'll carry these for you. I'll carry these for you. Another example for this is that, let's say you're working on a project and you have to draw something, but sad to say, you aren't that talented when it comes to drawing. You have this brother who draws well, and you might ask for a favor, right? So you might ask your brother, could you please draw this for me? Your brother might not want to do it, so you now have to make an offer. I'll buy you dinner, or I'll treat you lunch, or I'll buy you some snacks. Those are the kinds of offer that you will have to make for your brother to draw that thing for you. Now you are making an offer, so you have to use this will plus the base form of the verb. Now let's talk about stating predictions. We usually have two choices. Here it's either be going to or will plus the base form of the verb, which is a simple future tense. For instance, let's have this scenario. I'm watching a game with my friend and I might say, you know what, this team will win. This team will win. Why did I say that? Because this team is my favorite team. It's my personal judgment. Since they are my favorite, I have this belief that this team will win. We use will plus the base form of the verb, this simple future tense, if my prediction is based on my opinion, on my personal judgment. But when I say this team is going to win, be going to, right? Is going to. This team is going to win, that means I already have the evidence. Let's say the game is on now, there's a big gap between the scores, then I might say this team is going to win. I can say that now because I have the evidence now. I can see that the score of this team is very far from the score of this team. So I can say this team is going to win. And that's the end of the lesson. For a short recap, let's go through the different points that I discussed in this lesson. Again, when we are stating intentions, if we have that plan already before we speak, then we have to use present continuous, the be verb plus ing, whereas if we have just decided something as we speak, then we have to use the simple future tense. Also, if we have that plan already, but we don't know when will we do that, then we have to use be going to. When we are making predictions, we have be going to. If there is already an evidence that that is going to happen, we use will plus the base form of the verb if that prediction is just based on our personal judgment. If we are making an offer or if we are stating an offer, then we have to use will plus the base form of the verb, same as when we state promises. I hope you learned something from this lesson. So from now on, practice using the present continuous, the be plus ing, and the be going to when we're talking about future events and not just will plus the base form of the verb, which is the very common phrase that we use when it comes to future events or future actions. Well, that's understandable actually, because when we were younger, we were taught about that because that is the simplest one. Now that you're an adult and you're much older, you can use other phrases when it comes to future events. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. If you like this video and you find it helpful, please do hit like and subscribe. Click the notification bell as well to be notified whenever I post lessons. Also, share this with other learners. I would really appreciate that. If you have suggestions for the next topics, please leave them in the comments. As always, dream and make your dream happen. I'll see you on my next video. Bye!